Hello all, myself Yeshwanth. Today I'll be discussing about the topic sentiment analysis. So sentiment analysis is a natural language processing technique that involves determining the emotional tone or sentiment expressed in a piece of text. The goal of sentiment analysis is to identify and classify the underlying sentiment of attitude of the text as positive, negative, or neutral, or sometimes more fine-grained or emotional. So this technique uses various NLP methods such as machine learning, deep learning, and linguistic analysis to analyze and understand the sentiment behind textual data. Sentiment analysis finds application in various fields, including social media monitoring, brand reputation management, market research, customer feedback analysis, and more. It helps business and researchers gain insights into the public opinion, track trends, and make informed decisions based on the sentiments. So we'll be discussing more about the applications of sentiment analysis in the later sections. And NLP technique has a growing importance in today's data-driven world. And I'll just explain about few of the data-driven, I think the techniques used in a data-driven world, such as business insights, decision making. So with the increase of social media and user-generated content, businesses have access to vast amounts of textual data. Sentiment analysis allows business to extract valuable insights from this data, helping them understand what the data exactly the customer is expecting and their opinion. The customer's opinion is also taken into the account in order to make the product more viable and helpful to them. And the customer feedback analysis. So customer feedback analysis, whether in the form of reviews, surveys, or social media comments, can be volumized and varied. Sentiment analysis helps in categorizing these feedback as positive, negative, uh, neutral, or fine-grained, as we have discussed already. And so political and social analysis, healthcare and public health, customer service improvement, real-time monitoring. So overall, the sentiment analysis plays a vital role in extracting valuable insights from the vast amounts of data uh, that is provided through the internet. And I'll just discuss about these later in the later sections. Next, we'll go to the understanding sentiment analysis. So basic concept, sentiment categories. So sentiment analysis involves categorizing text into sentiment categories such as positive, negative, neutral. The classification allows for a quick understanding of the overall sentiment expression in the text. Importance of context and tone. The context in which words are used greatly influence their sentiment. So for example, the word kill might be negative when discussing violence, but positive when referring to killing time. So, for example, in the chats, will not be able to identify the exact tone that is said by the opposite user. So this is one of the example of the, context and tone. Additionally, the tone of the text, the sarcasm and irony can complicate sentiment analysis. So as in the case of the text that we send through WhatsApps, so we can take that as an example. So challenges in language ambiguity. Languages often have words with multiple meanings, leading to ambiguity. For instance, sick can refer to illness or sometimes impressive. Disambiguating these words requires understanding the context. So methods and techniques. So there are various methods and techniques for sentiment analysis. So rule-based approaches. These approaches use predefined rules of sentiment bearing words to assign sentiment scores. So these methods are but might struggle with nuances of languages and context. So machine learning techniques. So this is the most important NLP technique that most of us have come across and will be using in our projects, etc. So I'll be briefing about the support vector machine with respect to my project that I will be doing in the natural language processing. And so methods like naive-based support vector machines and logistic regression learn patterns from label training data to predict sentiment labels. These models generalize well but require substantial label data for training. So deep learning models like recruitment neural network and transformers leverage neural network to capture intricate patterns and contextual information in text. So we've come across CNNs. So the recruitment neural network is the most advanced. So these models have shown remarkable performance in various NLP tasks, including sentiment analysis. So data collection and annotation. So this is the most vital part of the sentiment analysis. So we have to understand this so that we'll get a brief idea about the sentiment analysis. So manual annotation was automated labeling. So data for sentiment analysis can be annotated manually by human annotators who label each text with its sentiment category. Alternatively, automated methods can be used but might lack the nuance and accuracy of human annotation. So, annotated datasets and training models. Annotated datasets are essential for training machine learning and deep learning models. So, these datasets consist of text paired with their sentiment labels, allowing models to learn the relationships between the text content and sentiment. So, handling bias in training data. Training data might contain biases present in the annotator's judgments. Bias can lead to inaccurate predictions and unfair results, especially in models applied to real world situation. So this would reduce the accuracy and the precision of the model, and this doesn't give the exact um, accuracy. So it might be uh, very crucial. So efforts to identify and mitigate bias are crucial for ethical and reliable sentiment analysis. So applications of sentiment analysis. So there are vast applications of sentiment analysis. So I've listed few of them, but uh, most of them are the common applications of sentiment analysis. But there are quite few more. Even more are yet to be discovered. So healthcare and patient satisfaction. Sentiment analysis can help healthcare providers assess patient feedback, reviews, and service to understand the quality of care and identify areas for improvement. Tourism and hospitality. Sentiment analysis is used to analyze hotel and restaurant reviews, helping business enhance customer experience and address negative feedback promptly. So, risk management in finance. Sentiment analysis for financial news and social media can provide insights into market sentiment, helping investors and financial institutions manage risk and make informed decisions. So, supply chain management. Sentiment analysis of suppliers and partner communications can help identify potential issues and risks in the supply chain. Employee feedback and engagement. So, employee feedback and engagement is what we've come across in our daily life. Organization can analyze employee feedback and sentiment to gauge employee satisfaction. So, this would create the employee involvement in all other activities, and this could get their trivial inputs on their work experience and to be consistent in enhance workplace culture. Crisis management. Crisis management. During a crisis or PR incident, sentiment analysis can help organizations work public sentiment and assess the effective of their response strategies. Academic research. Researchers use sentiment analysis to analyze large volumes of literature, reviews, and comments to understand public opinion on various topics. So, sentiment driven investment. Some investment firms use sentiment analysis to make trading decision based on sentiment of financial news and market chatter. So, on the voice of customer analysis, sentiment analysis help companies analyze customer conversations across different channels to gather insights for product development and service enhancements. So, this is the usual form of customer voice of customer service analysis that we get through the comments through the social medias. The product companies would just scroll across their comments, and based on their reviews they would just change their product. So this is also a type of sentiment analysis. And legal analysis. Sentiment analysis can be used in legal fields of analysis. Media and entertainment. Sentiment analysis applied to assess audience reactions to movies, TV shows, and other entertainment content, aiding producers in understanding audience preferences. So this can be like provided through the reviews provided by the public reviews in each of the TV shows or movies. So fraud detection. So the most important is the fraud detection. So financial institutions can use sentiment analysis to detect potential fraudulent activities by analyzing the communication patterns and identify unusual sentiments. So this can be done over a phone call or some kind of conversation between a two channels. So this would easily detect the uh, unusual or unusual talks. So public relations, PR professionals use sentiment analysis to measure the impact of media campaigns and understand how the public perceives their messages. Smart product development, sentiment analysis of user reviews and feedback helps compare, iterate, and improve the products based on user sentiment and preferences. Environmental monitoring, sentiment analysis can be applied to analyze public sentiment and opinions on environment issues, aiding policymakers in making informed decisions. So overall, sentiment analysis plays a vital role in extracting valuable insights from the vast amount of textual data available today. So it empowers business, organizations, and individuals to make data-driven decisions, respond to changing sentiment promptly, and ultimately improve their product, service, and interactions with customer and public. So these are few of the applications of sentiment analysis, while there are quite more like uh, there are more, so and more are yet to be discovered, and so soon we'll be getting. So sentiment analysis plays a vital role in our day-to-day life. Now we have seen a few points about the applications, understanding sentiment analysis and what is sentiment analysis, etc., and we've seen few examples. And I would like to mention few things about the ethical consideration of sentiment analysis. So ethical consideration associated with sentiment analysis. So these ethical consideration can be split up into various components, and so which can be like bias and fairness. So bias and fairness, bias training data leading to skewed results. So, if the training data used for sentiment analysis models contain biases, the models can perpetuate these biases, leading to inaccurate or unfair results that favor certain groups or viewpoints. And ensuring fairness in sentiment analysis outcomes. It's crucial to develop and evaluate sentiment analysis models to ensure that they produce fair and unbiased results. So across different demographic groups and viewpoints, so bias and fairness plays an important role in the ethical consideration of sentiment analysis and the privacy concerns. So the most important part is the privacy concerns, what everyone needs uh, in the growing world. And so with the growing technology, and so privacy plays a vital role. So implication of analysis personal texts. So analyzing personal text such as private message or emails raises privacy concerns. Users might not be aware that their content is being analyzed for sentiment, potentially leading to breaches of trust. So this can be one of the drawbacks of sentiment analysis, but this can be um, this can be overtaken by just taking the permission from the user who would like to analyze the sentiment, who would like to analyze. So this can be taken in more authorized way than just directly taking the private text of the user. And the balancing insights with the individual's privacy. So organizations must strike a balance between using sentiment analysis for insights and respecting users' privacy rights. Clear consent and transparency are essential. Misuse and manipulation. Sentiment analysis sentiment analysis is in fake news detection. So, for example, we can take the fake news detection. While sentiment analysis can aid in fake news detection, it can also be manipulated to create misleading narratives by mispresenting the sentiment of certain content. Guarding against manipulative tactics. Sentiment analysis can be exploited by bad actors to manipulate public opinion or deceive algorithms. It's crucial to develop robust methods that can detect and counter manipulation attempts. So transparency and expandability. Transparency. So transparency, the opaque algorithms. Many sentiment analysis, especially deep learning models, can be seen as black boxes due to their complex internal working. Um, this lack of transparency can lead to difficulties in understanding how decisions are made. So expandability and for accountability. So ensuring the sentiment analysis model is expandable, such as helps us understand why certain sentiment label was assigned, enabling accountability and building trust in the technology. Yeah. And addressing these ethical considerations is essential to ensure the sentiment analysis technologies are developed and deployed responsibly, beneficial for users, society, and business, with minimizing potential harms and risks. And now we'll talk about few of its drawbacks, like the limitations and challenges faced by sentiment analysis. Yeah, so the challenges and limitations. So sarcasm and irony. Difficulty in recognizing sentiment, sarcasm, irony, and subtle nuances in language can be chaotic. And sentiment analysis models, in the sentiment analysis models. So role of contextual understanding. Detecting sarcasm and irony requires an understanding of the context. So models that lack contextual awareness might misinterpret such expressions, assign incorrect sentiment labels. This would um, reduce the precision, so which is not expected from sentiment analysis models. So cultural and linguistic variations. Different expression across languages and cultures. Sentiments can be expressed differently in various languages and cultures. Idiomatic expressions, cultural norms, and linguistic nuances can lead to inaccurate sentiment analysis result when not properly accounted for. Importance of localization in sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis models that work well in a one language might not perform as effectively in the other languages. So localization involving adaptation to specific languages. So sentiment analysis model for local languages can be brought up by the few of the libraries. So, for example, the Python library for Tamil, Python library for English, which is already present, and few other libraries can be created in order to get the localization of the sentiments. Localization of the languages for the sentiment analysis. So, handling mixed sentiments. So texts with both positive and negative sentiments must be handled carefully. So some texts contain mixed sentiments where positive and negative emotions coexist. These cases require advanced models capable of capturing the complexity of human emotions. So developing models for mixed sentiment scenarios, designing models that can accurately identify and quantify multiple sentiments within a single text is a complex task. So mixed sentiment scenarios are common in real world conversation and need careful handling. So rapidly evolving languages. So new vocabulary and trends. Languages evolve rapidly, introducing new varieties, where it faces phrases and trends that might not be captured by existing sentiment analysis models. Staying up to date with language changing changes is challenging, and getting the most getting the data set of few languages is really a difficult task, and it must need a more of research work to do so. So lack of universal standards. Subjective nature of sentiment. Sentiment is subjective and can vary based on individual perspectives. The absence of universal standards for sentiment labeling can lead to inconsistencies. Navigating these challenges is crucial for developing accurate and effective sentiment analysis models that can provide meaningful insights from the vast amount of textual data available today. So future trends and implications. So minimal of the future trends has been mentioned here, but there are a lot more. And the multimodal sentiment analysis, integrating text, image, and audio analysis. So, which is of the recent trend. Multimodal sentiment analysis involves combining multiple modes of communication, such as text, images, and audio, to gain more comprehensive understanding of the sentiment. Enhance understanding of the emotions. So, integrating different modalities can help capture a broader range of emotional cues. So, fine-grained sentiment analysis, moving beyond positive and negative neural labels, recognizing nuanced emotions for richer insights. Sentiment in AI and robotics. So this is the recent trends of the technology. So the future trends in sentiment analysis have the potential to revolutionize how we understand and interact with textual, visual, and auditory data. As technology advances, addressing challenges and opportunities presented by these trends will be essential for creating responsible, effective, and user-friendly sentiment analysis applications. Concluding this, in the modern world of data-driven insight, sentiment analysis stands as a key tool for deciphering emotions with textual content. While it brings transformative benefits across industries, challenges like bias and ethical concerns require careful consideration as sentiment analysis evolves with trends like multimodal analysis and fine-grained sentiment recognition. It promises a deeper understanding of human emotions. Yes, as said about the ethical concerns are carefully needed to be considered, and which is of the most essential part in the recent trends, like in the recent technologies. So ultimately, responsible use of sentiment analysis holds the potential to revolutionize how we interact, understand, and make decisions in digitally connected society. Thank you. Yes. So far we've discussed about sentiment analysis, and so now I'll be discussing about my project title. My project topic. So my project title is fake news detection using SVM algorithm. And the fake news detection in NLP refers to the process of identifying and classifying news articles, stories, or information that are intentionally fabricated, misleading, or false. So, as a reader, will not be able to identify which news is real. as like we just go come across certain news and we think that that's true. Like we are not aware of what the real world situation is. So the goal of fake news detection is to distinguish between the genuine and reliable news content from information that is designed to deceive, misinform, or manipulate readers. So fake news can take various forms such as sensationalized headlines, manipulated images, fabricated stories, and misleading information presented as factual news. So detecting fake news is a challenging task that involves analyzing the content, context, and source of information in determining its credibility. NLP techniques and machine learning models are often employed in automate these processes. So support vector machine are one of the classical machine learning algorithms that can be used for binary classification tasks like fake news detection. Here's a general overview of how you could approach this task using SVMs. So as of the basic ML, we'll be collecting the data and pre-process it, and then features extractions. So the first step is the collection of data and pre-processing. So collecting a data set of news articles labeled as fake or real. Make sure the data set is balanced and representative. So we'll go across few websites and get the data set and pre-process the text data by removing stop words, special characters, and converting text to lowercase. So for the easy recognition. And you might also consider techniques like lemmaization or tokenization, etc., to easily categorize each of the data. And then data splitting, training the SVM model, hyperparameter tuning, model evaluation, testing, and final evaluation. So the basic steps will be followed in order to go about with the project. And so feature extraction, the step two feature extraction represents the text data and numerical features that can be used for machine learning. Common techniques include bag of words, team frequency, inverse document frequency, and word embedding. So we'll have to research more on the topic, and we'll be providing with the proper code in the review too. So the main reason for the fake news detection plays a vital role in maintaining the integrity of information shared online, promoting media literacy, and helping readers make informed decisions about the credibility of news source. We'll make sure to make the better model of the fake news detection. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.